first step of the design is we know that as we design subclass, everything from superclass is inherited. So between two classes, checking and savings, common things we can put into common superclass so that we don't repeat the same code in each of classes we are going to design. So that's the first step. Common things between two or more classes, create a superclass so that that could be shared by other subclasses. So common things. Let me move this slide, make it small, and Visual Studio Code here. So let me create a bank account, just a superclass that pragma wants a class bank account. Private, public, and private, it should remember the balance, let's say a variable balance. And then in public, let's give a constructor with a no parameter default one. Balance would be 0. Also, you can create a count with a balance there. So we need to provide reading the balance. So let's say get balance function returns the current balance, and then it has a deposit function. So amount of the deposit should be provided, and then withdraw amount of the money to be withdrawn should be provided, and then it has end of month. So common processing is there. So that's the common things. And then let's implement those functions of a bank account. Bank account dot cpp include bank account dot h default constructor balance is 0. That's what default constructor does. Another constructor which takes initial balance is provided, then initialize with the provided initial balance is there. And then we have deposit and the amount is provided. Then deposit means balance is updated by the amount. Also we have withdraw, and then the amount should be specified, then balance should be reduced by the amount. And get balance function, which is constant function, returns current balance. So that's the basic implementation of a bank account. So let's test it. Before we need to create make file a.out or exe depending on computing system. The bank account.o is needed. Main.o, those two CPP files are compiled separately. Bank account main.o. As to bank account.o, we need to compile bank account.cpp, which include bank account.h. Compile only bank account.cpp. Main.o is produced by compiling main.cpp, where bank account.h will be included to create bank account object. Compile only main.cpp. So that's make a file in main program. So let's include bankaccount.h, and then now we are ready to create the bank account object B1, B2 with the initial balance. So if I do B1 deposit $50, 50 cents, and then on B2 we can withdraw 1.5 there, then double N, and N is a B1 get balance, and is B2 get balance, and the like. And the bank account has end of the month, but end of the month function we don't know what to do because it is specific to each type of the account, the checking or savings. However, common behavior is end of a month. So let's say, do not call me bank account. Just say that, and then cout is in IOStream library. So we are ready to compile the code. Open terminal, make. Then in main program, let's breakpoint here, debug, start. And I have updated the system, so this is a Mac, and some access allow is requested, so you need to give a permission. On Windows, this will not happen. But on Mac, as you update your system, this may be requested. But so here, this is the breakpoint, and B1 or B2 is not created yet. So if I do step over, B1 balance is 0, default constructor. Step over, B2 balance is 100, is constructor. Now B1 make a deposit, so 50.5, and the B2 withdraw 98.5. Now variable and balance of B1 is 50.5, balance of B2 is 98.5. So we just briefly tested those functionality.